What's up, my YouTubers? So today we are going to do a little hauling of some mulch, believe it or not. Now, the topic of this video is this. Like, a lot of you guys are just getting started. You want to start out excavating. You want to start out, with a mini excavator, backhoe, whatever it is, skid steer. A lot of you guys seem to be young. And some of you are, I say young, like 18 to 28 or so. And then, you got your group of 30-year-olds. And a couple 40-year-olds that are like, man, I wish I could do excavating and stuff. So here is a way that, and especially it works really good up here, because as you can see right now, it is sunny out, but it is also 20 degrees. So it's really freaking cold. And the ground is frozen, and the ground freezes a lot faster and a lot deeper and harder right now because there is no snow to cover the ground and insulate it. So that's a big problem for excavating, and especially like things like backfilling right now, even digging up for new foundations. I mean, it's a really tough thing to do. About the only thing you can do up here with weather like this is take trees out. Do land clearing and stuff like that just right now at this time, and then bulk hauling of materials or stuff to kind of get things moved around and prep for your projects. You can move some equipment, but that is also very limited due to our frost laws, which is the weight restriction on roads, mostly for semis and heavier equipment, and there's a lot of regulations and rules and understanding of all of that. So right now is a really just like staging and preparing time of year in the excavation industry in this area. Now, being a smaller business myself, that leads to things in time and weather that I can still do stuff, but just not digging in the dirt. Like, for example, I know we got to go Harley rake. I want to video that for you guys later this week. I wanted to do it maybe today or tomorrow, but the problem is it's frozen. So the ground is frozen. I'm going to go check that out today. If it's possible, I will do it, but it doesn't look good right now. So I don't know when that's going to happen, but it'll happen. So here's what we're going to get to the point to finally after all of that, is getting more work and getting different kinds of work. And this just helps with a couple things. One, it's going to help with cash flow. Into what I have actually done is turned what was going to be probably like a $400 little spring cleanup, lawn maintenance, take care, open up my cottage for the year for one guy, has now turned into that times 3, because there's 3 houses, neighbors right on the lake together, and I know them all. And it's turned, well, why don't you do mine? And it was just a simple thing as a text message saying, hey, I'm going to be at so-and-so's house spreading some mulch, doing a spring cleanup. Do you want me to do yours? Yeah, sure, go ahead. Next house down, hey, I'm going to be at so-and-so's house doing their spring cleanups. Would you like me to do yours and spread some cedar mulch? Yeah, sure, no problem. So it's not excavating, it's more landscaping and lawn maintenance. And it's not something that I myself am really geared up. I mean, I'm geared up, I can do it, but I'm not like super pumped to go do landscaping. I mean, it's fun, it's outside, it's work. I mean, work's work at some level. You can't charge as much for this type of landscaping as much as excavation, because you're not using heavy equipment and the skill level is far less. But it does generate income for number one, and most importantly, I would say number two, you are, by doing things like that, reaching out to neighbors in a very sincere way, and you don't have to necessarily know them to do it. It's not like necessarily going door to door and doing like sort of a cold sales approach or cold sales call or cold sales, knock on the door, hey, do you need this? Just like a friendly, I'm going to be at so-and-so's house right next door doing some just spring cleanup for them, so that when they get there this year, their cottage, their home will be ready to go. And it's a pretty easy, go ahead and do it, because they're going to either do it themselves. A lot of people up here like to do that kind of stuff themselves, but also they've got family and they've got lives, and it's kind of hard and to come up on a weekend or face a 2-week-long project that would take a lot of them to do, they don't necessarily want to spend that time to do that. So really what you're doing for them is you're buying them time to spend at their second home or their home. You're buying them time so that they can do things that are more important and more valuable to them at that time. So what this has really turned out to be, and I don't know, I haven't added it all up yet, and I don't even know what it's really going to cost, because again, this is all going to be T&M, which is, it's a win-win for me. They're cool with it. They know my rates and they know my prices. So what was going to be like a $400 work around this house for a couple days, cleaning some things up while the weather's still trying to turn around here, has now turned into what may end up being, I'd say probably at least $2,000, upwards to $4,000 or $5,000 worth of total work. So time and material together, and probably get all this done within a couple days to a week at the most, and then bam, there's a nice little start to your spring cash flow. And then more importantly, you young guys, you guys just starting out, this is really good to help build rapport for you and your business. It's really an excellent way for you to build relationships. And then what's going to happen if you do this with 2 or 3 people, when they're out having dinner with someone they know that just moved up here or whatever, they will talk about you and say, oh, hey, I got this guy, Jim, he, spread some mulch, but I think he does excavating too. He might do tree work or things like that. Give him a call. He'll be more than happy to take care of you. So it's a really awesome way to get word of mouth. And I really toyed with the idea, and I still consider it a lot, especially right now, of like, man, it'd be really easy to open up and start more of a landscaping lawn maintenance division or side of my business, because those two businesses really complement each other, from lawn maintenance to excavating, landscaping to excavating, things like that. They're really tied well together. They do a really good job of I don't know how to say this, but I guess like co-advertising for each other, because everybody who's got a lawn and on a lake, they have neighbors who are going to build a house, driveways need to get repaired, seawalls need to get fixed, I want this landscaping thing done. So it really opens up a lot of avenues. Here I am talking myself into it. But all I want to do is share this with you guys, of always being able to be flexible and versatile and profitable and keep your cash flow up, even though it's maybe not like dirt work, okay, or it's not tree work, or it's not straight up excavation, or it's not landscaping. You have to be as versatile as possible and always try to say yes for everything that you are capable of doing. So we're just pulling into the gravel pit here at Elmer's. We're going to get a load of stone for another little project, and we're going to go from there. So we'll see you all later. Bye.